Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On his radio. Tomorrow is November 1st.
Hallelujah.
So when does the Christmas tree, Christmas decoration, when does it start happening? Do you skip Thanksgiving completely? I feel like Ninja skips it completely.
In my heart, yes.
Okay.
But in all reality, last year I didn't decorate it at all because I wasn't feeling good because I was preggers.
Yeah.
But
But this year now with the 4-month-old Ollie,
yeah,
he'll be almost 6 months old at Christmas.
I don't let myself actually decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
You don't let yourself.
I don't let myself because I'm like, you got to celebrate one before the other, but in my heart, I'm like, yeah, let's start the Christmas movies. That's fine.
And that's the thing. Like, I tried to watch a Christmas movie. It was so cheesy last night.
That's
And-
okay.
Well, and the cheese factor, I don't mind this time of year. I was not ready for it. You know,
Oh, really?
I just was like, come on. He's in flannel. You know, you're the big city girl. Look, come on. So I turned it over to Survivor. But Scott, when are you going to be decorating? Because I know you're the long guy, so yours probably starts outside.
So I'm in charge of the outdoors. I do the lights and the decorations outside, and usually we wait until Thanksgiving weekend. But I don't know about this year. I just feel like the urge right now to just burst out and start decorating. So we might get a early jump start this year.
Okay, so maybe. And I feel like there's been a lot of heaviness, you know, with everything that we're going on as his radio and our team and, you know, the family of his radio, obviously with the loss of Rob. And, of course, before that, you had Hurricane Milton, you had Hurricane Helene, and it's just been a lot of heaviness. I'm ready.
And
I'm
it's a
so
shorter
ready.
Christmas season this year, too, like shorter weeks
Yeah.
or less weeks. There we go.
Yeah, fewer weeks. Yeah, because Thanksgiving's not until the 28th. And, you know, if it's on the 22nd or the 23rd, then we would go ahead and start them. But is this okay? I'm just asking. And you can weigh in when you're going to be decorating 800-447-7234, the My His Radio app. Is it okay to decorate my Christmas tree with turkeys?
I have already been listening to Christmas music for probably 2 weeks, but Christmas officially starts at midnight tonight, so get it right.
Get it right.
Yes,
I love
girl,
her.
yeah.
Yes, at midnight tonight. So I just feel like at midnight 01, she's going to be standing there like Chevy Chase from Christmas Vacation and, you know, going to flip the lights and have the extension cords and do.
Yes.
I would love that. Okay, Scott. So are you going to get out and you're going to do your thing?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go up to the attic, look at all my Christmas gear. They're going to look back and they're going to go, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Let's rock this thing. Come on.
Let's do this. So you can weigh into the My His Radio app, the open mic feature, or text 800-447-7234.
Beverly texted, she said that next week, while it is still warm outside, she goes ahead and puts the lights up, but she doesn't turn them on until after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so she's pre-gaming.
Yes.
A little bit for
which I
it.
think is really smart. Get it done before it's cold.
Yeah.
And then Andrew, he said he went ahead and told his wife that she can go ahead and start decorating tomorrow.
Oh, I love that.
He gave her
Okay.
the go ahead.
Right, go ahead and get. And that's the thing. Like, it sounds like a lot of the wives are asking the husbands, "Are you okay with it?" Because everybody has to be on board,
Right.
you know, so you don't have to get
You got to live in the same house.
right the bah humbug or whatever. Okay, sometimes the wife takes advantage of a situation, and I don't hate this at all. Going to the open mic on the My His Radio app.
My husband is leaving out of town this weekend, and I have already told our 8-year-old we are going to start decorating for Christmas.
Girl, you just crack me up. The thing about putting turkeys in a Christmas tree, like, I can only imagine the sight of that. I love you, girl. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. I know. I don't know if I'd actually put a turkey in my Christmas tree, but I might.
I wouldn't be judging.
I don't know.
Heather said they have a 15-foot Christmas tree, so they have
my.
to start in like 2 weeks. They always put it up in mid-November, and so they got to get started early.
I guess
that
so.
one.
That's awesome.
And then Jessica texted that her rule for decorating is never before Thanksgiving, but she keeps everything up 2 weeks into January.
Okay, so Epiphany, right? So that's what she's doing. I get that. Okay, so back to the My His Radio app and the open mic.
Liz and Ninja, it's good to hear you this morning. As far as Christmas decorating goes, in my little townhouse, it is fully decorated for Christmas. Outside says Happy Thanksgiving, but when you open the door, it's a Christmas winter wonderland. My mother moved down here with me. It's been hard on her, and so we have began Christmas early. This weekend, we began baking cookies.
My wife and I put up the Christmas lights outside on Halloween Day. We do a big light show and stuff at our house. It takes about 2 days to do, so it's a lot of work. So I definitely want to make it worth it and not put them up for a month and have to take them back down. But yeah, I don't think it's ever too early to put up Christmas lights. It brings happiness and it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Brings happiness every time you see the little twinkle lights. Love it.
That's what matters. It brings you joy.
Yep.
Angel texted and said that they put up their tree November 1st, but use it as a Thanksgiving tree. And every day leading up to Thanksgiving, they put up something different that they're thankful for.
I love that. Now, we did the thankful pumpkin last year.
Yeah.
And so you just take the pumpkin and like my son, his girlfriend and I, we carved pumpkins on Monday. And I said, honestly, we should keep one and do another thankful pumpkin, but we've still got time, to give another pumpkin. And so what you do is you just write what you're thankful for and have each member of the family write on the pumpkin what you're thankful for. And it may change day to day, and so you just keep adding to it.
Yeah, just add to it and make it longer and longer.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on His Radio.
80 pounds of sugar. That's how much evidently we eat every single year.
I mean, I can probably do it in a day when I go to Crumble.
I know. So, just in case you don't know this, Ninja loves crumble cookie.
I'm a little obsessed.
A little obsessed. And every Monday, and even before, sometimes if it's leaked a little early, she will go on and look at the menu. And I hear her like across the studio, and she's like, yes. Like, that's the one right there. But 80 pounds. Okay, so I don't know if Scott eats this much sugar, but I know he likes his Reese cups. I know this time of year especially.
That's my weakness, so I'm probably adding to that tally. I don't know about 80 pounds. The thing that jumped out at me, though, I was having a conversation the other day. We were talking about all the sugar that's in food, and somebody said a serving of ketchup has a tablespoon of sugar in it.
And that's wild.
One little squirt or whatever from those bottles.
And how much is a serving? Because serving sizes are not what we think in our brain serving sizes.
It's probably like a half of a teaspoon.
Yeah, probably. Well, if it has a whole tablespoon of sugar in it, maybe not a half a teaspoon.
Ooh, that's sweet.
That is sweet. But I don't know if you've ever purchased the sugar-free ketchup or the salt-free ketchup. It's not great.
Isn't that just squirting a tomato on your
Kind
french fries?
Kind of. You might as well just dip it into the juice of a tomato. Put a cherry tomato on the end of every french fry. That sounds disgusting.
Oh, nasty.
But, I mean, I guess you get used to it, though. After a while, it's kind of rough the first couple of days.
As I die inside.
I know.
That's my joy. Who knows if I'm going to have ketchup in heaven? I need to enjoy it now.
Mary Ann texted, and she said, here's the ketchup that you need to buy. And she actually sent like a picture of it from Walmart. And it's G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. Now, I have used that brand for barbecue sauce. It literally tastes no different than, whatever other barbecue sauce that you get.
And the barbecue sauce is sugar-free as well?
Yes.
Nice.
He has marinades and things like that.
That's good to know.
They are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Leah said that there is an app that she uses called the Yuka app, and you can actually go to the store and scan the food item, and it'll tell you how much sugar is in it.
Is that the same app that you can, because some of the ladies in the office have been talking about, like the face products that we use, whether it's your moisturizer or your foundation, even your blush and your lipstick, to make sure that there's nothing harmful.
Make sure that's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know, but I'm like, I struggle because I'm like, yes, but this is the one that works for me and it's the right color.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on His Radio.
If you're not from America, there's a lot of things that you may not understand. that we do. And I've never thought about it before, Ninja. Some of the things, so they came out with a list about some of the things that, non-Americans find weird about America.
I think we do some weird things.
Like, what do you think? What do you think we do that's so weird?
Well, I know my husband, he spent a summer in the UK, and he told me that they don't have dishwashers.
What now?
Yeah, they don't.
And not everybody here in America has a dishwasher.
Yeah.
But it is more common.
Right.
Than you know.
Right. And he's like, I learned how to wash dishes like this. And it's just like a sink full of soapy water. And he didn't rinse the soap off of, he didn't rinse off the soapy water. I guess they just let the soapy water dry on the dishes.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that because, soap, if you get a little soap in your tummy, bad things happen.
And it would taste funny.
And it would taste gross.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that was the issue when I went to England.
That's why your fish and chips do not taste like that.
They're a little soapy. I don't understand. So there's something else. First of all, they're like the sheer size of our country.
It is big.
Because,
compared,
right,
yeah.
if you look at Europe, and I mean, these little teeny tiny little, they're smaller than Texas. They're small, like Switzerland is about the size of, I think it's Kentucky. So,
what?
Right. But you think it's a country, so it's huge.
That's crazy.
Something else, garbage disposals. Because in my mind, and I grew up we didn't have anything, but we had a garbage disposal, and I know that not everyone does. Ninja, do you have one in your house?
I do.
Okay. So it was something that if we moved into an apartment or a house when I was a kid, my mom made sure we had a garbage disposal. So that's
angry sink.
The angry sink.
I'm making this stuff up, yeah. Rob and Lizz in the morning. On His Radio.
I'm super excited because it's his radio, by the way. I am super excited because The Chosen made an announcement that season 5 is coming.
Ooh.
Now, do you watch? I don't know if Ninja watches or Scott watches The Chosen.
I saw the first episode of the first season around Easter.
Okay.
And it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you haven't watched since?
No, I just haven't. I haven't watched since.
See, I love it. So I'm always telling everybody, you have to watch it. I love it so much. And when they made the announcement, Scott, I'm not sure if Scott watches or not.
I watch it, but I'm behind. So I need to catch up a little bit.
Where are you?
I don't even know where I am because I've been jumping around to different episodes.
Yeah.
So so what season's coming out?
So season 5 is on the way.
I might only be like first part of 3.
People, it's time to binge.
Yeah.
So
binge this weekend.
What's happened so far? Has the resurrection happened?
No.
Really?
And I think that is
5
where,
seasons.
yeah, I know. And I think that's where we are when season 5 comes out. And here's why. So I was thinking, okay, it's going to be in theaters, November, December. That's not happening. I was disappointed, I will say, Dallas Jenkins, if you're listening. I know, right? But it is going to be in theaters, but not until April.
Okay.
So they're kind of timing things with Easter. Yeah.
Okay.
So the way season 4 ended, not to spoiler alert, but
okay, I read the book.
Exactly. Thank you so much. is the triumphal entry. Right. And so, yes. And so Palm Sunday, that's kind of where we are with the end of season 4.
Okay.
And
so it makes sense that they would just continue with the Easter theme story and everything.
Right. So that's what's going to happen. Again, it's going to be in theaters first, and then it's going to start dropping. Now, they did 2 episodes a week for season 4. I'm thinking they might do 1 a week.
Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On His Radio.
Good morning. I'm Liz. So this weekend, Saturday, day after tomorrow, for King and Country, you're going to be at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville. I know, right? I'm so hoping, and I don't know this. I don't know. I feel like we might get a Christmas song this weekend, right? We should.
November, yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's for King and Country, so I think they're going to do it, and I'll be so excited. Right, exactly. Little drummer boy, please. So that's going on, which is going to be a great concert anyway. But before and during, and I think after as well, the concert, we are teaming up with the Dream Center of Asheville, who has a partnership also with Convoy of Hope. And so we're asking you to partner with us in helping those that are still rebuilding, still trying to figure things out in Western North Carolina. And so what you can do is bring a gift card. And we're looking at gift cards like Visa, American Express, MasterCard, that kind of thing that can be used for absolutely anything, because the Dream Center of Asheville provides those needed necessities kind of as they're needed, because what is needed now in a month, it may be changing.
And changes family to family.
It does. It really does, because there's things like diapers, canned goods, baby formula, baby food, jackets. They're going to need, scarves and mittens and hats as it starts to get a little colder.
Yeah, it gets kind of chilly up there.
I know, right? So they know what's best. They've been working in this area forever, and so they know where your donations need to be spent. But that's what we're asking you to do when you come to the For King and Country show on Saturday night. Just bring one of those gift cards. The amount totally up to you, whatever God is leading you to do. That would be amazing, and we cannot wait to see you Saturday night.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on His Radio.
Okay, so there's a couple, and they've been married a good long little while. 60 years.
Oh, wow.
60 years. And so they have decided, well, they already did this. They went to their favorite place. In fact, when the husband was asked, his name's David, when he was asked, what's the secret to marriage? He said a red and white box.
Oh, like with jewelry in it?
No, with a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh.
So that's where they celebrated their 60th anniversary.
With the Lord's chicken.
The Lord's chicken, that's right. And so Chick-fil-A knew, and I guess they've been regulars, there for, I don't know, full 60 years at their location or whatever, but they had balloons, and I'm hoping they gave them their original chicken sandwich gratis. I don't know, but they did help them celebrate, and that was really cool.
That's so cute. Did they meet there?
I don't know if they met there, but I know that was one of the things that was always parts of their marriage.
The Chick-fil-A love story.
I know. What was the first restaurant you went to, Ninja, with Dusty?
Ever? Oh, with Dusty.
No, ever.
We went to, I don't even remember what it's called. It was like a Mexican place, but it was like one of those like fancy Mexican place, like
an upscale,
like $5 for a taco type place.
Oh, yeah, Dusty was showing out.
Yeah,
he was like, I can take my girl for a $5 taco. Scott, what about you?
First dinner, we went to the farmers market. They have a seafood restaurant
at
the farmers market. Yeah,
and
so we had dinner there.
Okay, so here's the thing: when we hit those milestones, 25, 50, 60, 75. That's where we have to go. So we've got to, take care of these businesses now so that they're there for us when we celebrate.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on uplifting and encouraging His Radio.
I don't know if it was a senior prank or something. It happened at Cornell University.
Okay.
And so somebody, it's still a mystery as to who and why, but they impaled a pumpkin on top of a building on the university. It's like, it has a tower with a little pokey thing.
Like a steeple, almost?
Yeah, it kind of does look
or a
like
weather
a church
vane?
steeple.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. But they just, pumpkin.
That's a big pumpkin, too.
It's a big pumpkin.
Which you can see on His Radio Plus, but I don't, how? That looks precarious. It would be hard to, first of all, scale the building with a pumpkin.
Right.
A very, very large pumpkin. I mean, the pumpkin looks like it might weigh over 100 pounds.
He's a big boy.
Did they bring in a helicopter, I wonder? Like, all the questions.
I'm honestly thinking maybe it wasn't a prank and somebody was in an airplane and they go, oh no, my pumpkin.
So they skydived. What is, okay, anyway, they took their pumpkin with them.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on uplifting and encouraging His Radio.
80 pounds of sugar. That's how much evidently we eat every single year.
I mean, I can probably do it in a day when I go to Crumble.
I know. So, just in case you don't know this, Ninja loves crumble cookie.
I'm a little obsessed.
A little obsessed. And every Monday, and even before, sometimes if it's leaked a little early, she will go on and look at the menu. And I hear her like across the studio, and she's like, yes, like that's the one right there. But 80 pounds. Okay, so I don't know if Scott eats this much sugar, but I know he likes his Reese cups. I know this time of year especially.
That's my weakness, so I'm probably adding to that tally. I don't know about 80 pounds. The thing that jumped out at me, though, I was having a conversation the other day. We were talking about all the sugar that's in food, and somebody said a serving of ketchup has a tablespoon of sugar in it.
And that's wild.
One little squirt or whatever from those bottles.
And how much is a serving? Because serving sizes are not what we think in our brain serving sizes.
It's probably like a half of a teaspoon.
Yeah, probably. Well, if it has a whole tablespoon of sugar in it, maybe not a half a teaspoon.
Ooh, that's sweet.
That is sweet. But I don't know if you've ever purchased the sugar-free ketchup or the salt-free ketchup. It's not great.
Isn't that just squirting a tomato on your
Kind
french fries?
Kind of. You might as well just dip it into the juice of a tomato. Put a cherry tomato on the end of every french fry. That sounds disgusting.
Oh, nasty.
But, I mean, I guess you get used to it, though. You know, after a while, it's kind of rough the first couple of days.
As I die inside.
I know.
That's my joy. Who knows if I'm going to have ketchup in heaven? I need to enjoy it now.
Rob and Lizz in the morning on uplifting and encouraging his radio.
There is a girl named Rachel. They call her the book lady in her neighborhood.
Okay.
You know why?
Is she a bookworm and she's always reading books?
Well, she's a fan of books.
Okay.
She likes books. Her husband made her own personal like neighborhood library thing. And
oh,
so
that's neat.
Yeah, so people do that, and it's in their neighborhood, but in their yards.
Like
so
a book pantry almost.
Yeah, she's like the little librarian
of
their neighborhood. But every year on the last day of October, she gives out, in addition to candy, books.
That is so nice.
Yeah, kids can pick out books.
Well, I was going to ask that because, you know, if you put a little golden book in somebody that's in the 8th grade, they're going to be like,
right.
So at least they get to choose.
Yes.
And then really, and it can spur on that love of books as well.
That's what she's wanting to do, encourage kids, and a lot of teens really enjoy it too.
Well,
getting to pick out books.
Yeah, I would think so, because I think a lot of times, you know, when we do things like that, or we're thinking about, you know, especially as we get into the holidays, donating to different organizations, the little kids and the infants, the babies are taken care of, and the teenagers seem to be somewhat forgotten.
Right.
You know, because it's harder, I think, to pick out a present for a teenager than it is a little one. And so I think that's why they get left out. So I love that, you know, I'm a big bookworm, and I absolutely, in fact, I got a Christmas wish from my daughter. I'm like, seriously? She wants to join a book club.
I've seen those. Yeah.
It's $50 a month.
For one book?
She gets 2 books.
Okay.
And she said they're like special edition or something like that. And I said, hold up, that's 12 months. That's $600 for a Christmas. That's not happening. So she came back and she's like, no, I just want you to do 1 month. I was like, okay, $50 I can, you know, as a Christmas gift, but she wants it early. That's probably not going to happen.